It's just about game time as we're settled into Tampa's Raymond James Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 40, yellow, line. Hut, hut.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Ready, ready, check, smash. 52 blaster. Steel, black. Black shot. Set.
Love with it on first down. Isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Black six, green jack.
Man in motion here.
Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. He lofts one deep, center of the field. This is inside the 15. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal.
Drive through. Dog red. Ready.
From the red zone now. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. Touchdown Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumps early looking to block that kick. So they'll decline this and take the results. On now is McManus to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield comes out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Emeka Egbuka. And now they face second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Throwing again is Baker. Escapes the pocket. Mayfield's able to get him the first down before sliding to a stop. And goes to the hurry-up here. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's up?
Baker now. Has him on a quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Run. 180. Done.
Baker now from the gun. It's Godwin again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook is wide open.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Running left side by Godwin. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. But whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. No doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Got it.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Shot. Set. Red. 30. Hey. Red. Check. Smash. Mega. Set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Offense in a hurry up here.
38-yard line.
Mega.
Love from the gun. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Go set.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Packers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offensive line flags.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 46-yard line.
Yellow.
Love out of the shotgun. This one's caught. And he will not get the first, but this is close. He's picking out about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at a borderline gimme third down here. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, Packers.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
They send a receiver in motion right.
60 red. Set.
Throwing again. Love. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Ready?
Running on first here with Jacobs. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran that steam pretty quickly. No gain on that.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Packers with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room.
Ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Snap, red. 45, white.
To the air with Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Lee. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run. Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
They've got first down from the 31.
1-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. Now on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They've got first down from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Up, 180. Alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now to win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14.
Chase McLaughlin.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95, ready.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. They connect on the trick play. He's brought down. What a surprise with the double pass there. Gets him a first down.
12 yards.
The Packers take their first time out. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Red, 33, yellow.
They send the tight end in motion.
Hut.
Thrown on first down. Love. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he takes this one back. It's a pick six and a Tampa Bay touchdown.
They love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already is terrific. Cherry on top. Let's take it all the way out to the house. It required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Packers 14.
Some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Down. You don't 10 black. Hut.
Love back to it after the pick. This is a heater going deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Buccaneers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gordon on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
It's Ken Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. A 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his 3rd season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action. Love to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 78 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Packers 7, Seahawks
The lone touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Sheds off the tackle. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Play action. It's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's second and 3. Now a draw play. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to Walker on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he stopped immediately there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3rd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers first down. First and 10.
And the throw in the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Horton. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Darnold from the gun. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Darnold, a sneak. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
That wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Play fake. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's good for a Packers First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now we're a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Love looking to throw it. Well, he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. Unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Darnold. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. They'll wind up giving 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And that will go nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. And the slot man goes in motion left. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good.
I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll give it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Love now. And that will be incomplete. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. We will get another look at Seattle's offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now going. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. That's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That wasn't going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is taken at the 23. It's going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Love. Got his man complete. Touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 73 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That's the score. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Allen hit and This is going to be Packer football. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Love. That is incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Love. We'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by McManus is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now come the Seahawks. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 12. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd and 6. They run again with Walker.
just a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In motion right, Dobbs. Love, they go play action now. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down. Brings up second.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Counter play with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down.